Hi and welcome to Andy Robinson RC. On today's episode we have the Top Cat re-release, the Top Cat Classic from 2018. And if you saw our last episode, it was just a bit of a showing of the two buggies that we'd got in. We got the Top Cat and the DT03. The DT03 has now been sold and we've got this. Now I've done some messing around with it and tweaking around with it since I got it. The shell was a bit too bland, so I pinched some decals off a Tamiya Sand Viper and just tried to jazz it up a little bit. So I've done that. I've also had to mess around with, you can't see it because I've got the shell on, but how the battery sits. I'm still running a NIM and it had been set up for a LiPo pack. So I've got the battery mounted further down the chassis and across. Now the actual proper NIM battery mounts that it has were missing when I got it. So instead of having it running longitudinally down the middle of the chassis, it's across using the LiPo holder. I've sort of cobbled it, so I need to look out for a better way of doing that. So I've done that. Also, as well, having a test run last night because we went to try and film this yesterday. Now, what happened was my battery wasn't charged enough. I thought it was, and it just slowed down straight away. So I couldn't really do much filming. So we're out again today. Now, I did notice that the car was slipping a lot under acceleration. Now, I did think it was the fact that the tyres aren't glued to the wheels. Now, we've gone through that, and it's not that. And the other thing was that the eccentric belt tensioners, which you can sort of see there, they weren't tight enough, so the belt was slipping under acceleration. But I consulted my friend of mine who's well up on his Schumachers, so a big thanks to James Hodgson, and he said what it'll be is, if it's not clicking when it slips, which it wasn't, then it'll be the diff. So he said if you put a blade, a flathead blade down the side, you can get to the screw in the diff. So you hold that in place with the screwdriver and you just rotate the wheel and it tightens up the diff. And that cured that problem, so it now runs fine. But a good job, because I'm not overly familiar with Schumachers. I've not had too many. So it was good to get that bit of advice. I was more thinking, oh, something wrong with it and I've got to strip it all down, and I hate doing that. But yeah, so it's so that's where we are with it now. Personally, if I'm keeping this thing for a while, I would like to get the brass front weight on there, as I think it definitely needs. It's a bit light on the front end, even though it's got a NIM pack in it weighing it down. It just needs that, and it needs some better tyres as well. These I don't really like these 2-row stud fronts or long spikes on the back. Anyway, we'll do for now. Motor wise, we've got a Phantom brushed motor, and it's somewhere between a 17 and a 19 turn, and let's see how it goes. Right, hopefully it'll be alright, and hopefully I won't get it too grubby and horrible. Oh yeah. Yeah. Today? Oh. Oh no, I'm way off. The steering's gone way off. Okay. It's quite lively. Not bad for a brush modified. I'm quite liking this. Definitely need some weights up at the front though for the steering. That'd help it no end. You could just cheat and buy some stick-on weights to get the wheel balancing, but I might invest in the Top Cat left plate instead. But yeah, that is pretty cool. I'm liking that. It is understeer. could do with a bit of a quicker servo as well. What I'll do is I'm just going to turn the dual rate down a little bit. So yeah, so that is the Top Cat Classic. I'm sure we'll be doing more on this as well. But yeah, it runs quite nicely. There we go. So that is the Schumacher Top Cat Classic. Hope you enjoyed that one. And yeah, it's quite fun to drive that. Just needs a few more tweaks before I'm really happy with it. But yeah. Okay, so cheers for checking this video out. Much appreciated. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel, giving us a like and hitting that notification bell. Now, if you've got any advice with the Top Cat or think there's something that I should know, please do let me know. Leave a comment and that'd be cool. Right, okay, we'll see you on the next video. Take care, guys. Thanks a lot.